Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you had a nice half term. This is our SPAG lesson for today. We are going to be identifying and using prefixes and suffixes that form nouns. Now, that might sound really complicated. Please don't worry because I'm going to explain everything to you. We've done a bit about prefixes and suffixes before, but I don't want you to worry because I'm going to walk you through every single step. So can you pause the video for me, write your date and LO, and when you're ready, you can unpause the video and we'll get on. Okay, lovely, let's get started. Now, before we get started, we're going to do a little bit of a brain warm-up because it's always good to remember things that you've learned about in the past and so that they keep coming back into your brain so you don't forget them. So what we're going to do today for our brain warm-up is we're going to look at some ancient Greek and Latin, which sounds crazy, but you're so brainy and you've done this before. So please don't worry. You're going to know some of these words already as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some pictures on the screen for you now. And I want you to just think about what you notice. That's all. I want you to pause the video and think about what you notice. Okay? So pause the video for me there. I'm going to move myself out of the way. Your clue underneath my face there, it says, think about numbers. So what do you notice? A little bit in the way. Look, let me move these up here. Okay, so you can see that all of those words have uni in them. So we've got unicycle over here. We've got unique, unite, unicorn, and uniform. So I'm hoping that what you've noticed is that all of these words and all of these pictures have got something to do with the number 1, okay? Because the unicycle has got one wheel. If you are unique, there's only one person like you. If you unite, that means you all work together as one group. Well, a unicorn only has one horn, so that's how that links to the number 1. And a uniform, well, everyone has one outfit. They look like one group of people. So that's the link there. So the uni means 1. Okay, so that's your little brain warm-up for this morning. Now, what I want you to think about throughout the rest of the day is any other words that you can spot that have that uni in them. See if you can spot them. Okay, so let's move on. Today, we're going to, and a lot of this week actually, we're going to be looking at prefixes and suffixes. So those are those little groups of letters. Do you remember we did that before half term? Prefixes go on the beginning of a word. So we've got some examples up here. So you can be happy or you can be unhappy. So that's a prefix because it goes on the beginning of a word. And we've also got suffixes. And I've got an example down here. We've got the word danger. That's a noun because it's a thing. And we've also got the s suffix, O-U-S. And if we put those two together, the suffix goes on the end, remember? If we put danger and us together, we get the word dangerous. So we start with a noun and add a suffix, and then we end up with this. It's a describing word. So danger becomes dangerous, and dangerous is an adjective. It's a describing word. So we're going to look at a few examples of that today. Let's have a look at another one. I'll move myself out of the way again. Whoop, let's go over here. So prefixes and suffixes can do lots of different jobs. On the last slide, we saw a suffix that helped us create an adjective, the us suffix. It made the word dangerous, which is an adjective. But different suffixes can do different jobs. So here we've got the word happy, which is an adjective, and we've got the suffix ness, and we can form the noun happiness. So happiness is a thing, so it's a noun. Happy here is an adjective, so it describes I was happy today. that's an adjective. And this ness, it's not really a word on its own, it's just a suffix, a little group of letters. But if we pop it on the end of the word happy, it gives us the word happiness. Now, obviously, we do have to get rid of that letter Y and swap it for an I, but that's all we've done. So you can do that with the word sad and add on ness, and you get sadness, which is a noun, it's a thing. So let's have a little look at another one. Okay, so another suffix that we can use to form adjectives is ish. So for example, we've got the word style here, and we add the suffix ish, and we end up with the word stylish, which is how you would describe a person. So style, that's what you wear, how you do your hair, what shoes you choose, and you add the suffix ish, and you can see I've got the red wiggly line there. That's because it's not a word on its own. And then I end up with the word stylish. And you might be able to think of some other words we can do that with. Stylish. See if you can think of any other words. You might want to pause the video that have that ish at the end. Okay. So we are going to move on, and I'm going to explain your challenge for today. You already know a little bit about prefixes and suffixes. So remember, prefixes are those words that go on letters, groups of letters, that go on the beginning of a word. And suffixes are those little groups of letters that go on the end of a word, which change the meaning of a word. Now, we are going to be thinking about just suffixes today. We're not going to be thinking about prefixes. So I want you to just focus on the ends of words today. Now, you might want to pause the video and recreate this table in your book. I have put some suffixes along the top. Pause your video for me and write out that table in your book. You could decide to not have your book that way round, but to turn it around that way, if that makes it easier for you. And don't forget to use a ruler. Okay, now your challenge for today, and you can absolutely talk about this with the people around you, is to see how many words you can think of that will fit into this table here. Okay, so all of the words that go into your table must be nouns. They must be things, okay? It doesn't have to be a thing that you can touch, like mug. It could be a thing that you can't see or feel or touch, like perseverance up here. You can't feel it or see it or touch it, but it is a thing. So that is a noun. It's what we call an abstract noun. So have a little think. You can pause the video and have a chat. And I want you to see how many words you can fit into your table using the suffixes that are on the top of the grid along here. Off you go. Okay, well done, guys. If you are completing this lesson from within school, the teacher that is working with you will have a look at your answers and discuss them with you. If you're completing this lesson from home, then please take a photo of your work and send it across to the teacher who is at the top of your home learning schedule for today. Have a wonderful day, make good choices, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye!